This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one, and this time we are breaking down a heated moment involving Dan Orlovsky and Pat McAfee, and also media bias. So let's check this clip out.
The Josh fumble right before the half. Yeah. Josh can't do this. Okay. He knows he can't do this, but look, watch. Buffalo's there to recover the fumble, and they don't. Their big guy doesn't get on the ball, and they don't. That's 3 points once again. I mean, if you're Houston, you win that game with 31 other quarterbacks. And it's unfortunate.
With Jarrett Stidham?
And any other quarterback. I mean, it's unfortunate that we don't get this defense not only in the AFC title game, but then more than likely in the Super Bowl if they win that game yesterday. Bad quarterback play wins that game. Bad quarterback play. The pick six and the fumble, that's 10 points right there. Now, credit New England. New England made some crucial plays in crucial moments. Drake May's touchdown to the fourth down to Douglas, the touchdown to Steph with the ball placement, the booty play, no question. But if you're Houston, I think Houston and Buffalo walk away from this weekend sick to their stomach because they look at all the self-inflicted wounds. And Houston is just going to sit there and go, if 10 turnovers by CJ or 5 picks, 5 fumbles in 2 games in the playoffs.
Yes.
And I think now if you're Houston, you're going to sit there and go, what do we do at the quarterback position in the future?
On that note, why do they hate you down in Baltimore?
I believe they hate me because I voted for Josh to win the MVP last year, and everyone thinks that when Lamar loses, I say Lamar stinks, and when Josh loses, I make excuses for Josh, which is not factually accurate.
Yes, that's kind of your guys' thing on ESPN. You know, we're currently on ESPN.
1,000% true.
I said that.
It's literally not true. It's just made up. It's 100% made up.
Okay, 100% seems like a pretty high number, like you just Orlovsky did.
No, it's 100% made up that I'm like hypercritical of Lamar. I'm not. Lamar lost in the playoffs last year, and I was one of the people who was like, I can't pin this on Lamar, even though he has the 2 turnovers. And I'm like, one of those turnovers are plays that Lamar 49 out of 50 times makes something great out of. And so I have nothing but love for Lamar. I voted for Lamar the year before,
Dan,
an MVP.
Dan, when the Bills got beat this weekend, all you were doing was about the officiating.
Yeah, and were you kicked out of your X account? Was it not working? Like, what was happening? I didn't see anything coming up whenever Josh Allen was.
I didn't talk about the Bills game much yesterday. We didn't talk about it because the McDermott firing.
Yeah, but
which was another reason people from Baltimore were mad
during the game.
Yeah. During the game.
What'd you say, Connor?
Well, there's a lot of things to address here, it seems like.
People were mad about the fodder around the McDermott firing because the reasoning was, hey, if you don't win enough, you got to make a change. Yeah, there it is, results-based business. I understand the move. And then the Harbaugh firing, Orlovsky said kind of the opposite thing. Like, I don't understand how you could do anything like this at all.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, this is my world right now. One happens in real time, which is the McDermott firing.
That's what happened.
One, Harbaugh happened not in real time. It was hours after we commented on. I literally said the same thing on NFL Live about the McDermott firing that I said about the Harbaugh firing.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where you can actually see how fast a take can spiral. What started as football analysis turned into a full-blown debate about favoritism, accountability, and how quarterbacks are judged differently depending on the name on the jersey.
Before I do that, I want to go back to Monday morning because on Monday morning after the Patriot-Texans game, I went on and said, Houston wins that game with 31 other quarterbacks. I want to publicly apologize to CJ Stroud. I crossed the line. I don't ever want to do that in this role. When I started 8 years ago, was making the commitment, never go on TV and say, well, they won because the quarterback played good or they lost because the quarterback played bad. And so I've been called out on it. Accountability, full stop, shouldn't have done it. There's ways for me to say that in regards to CJ Stroud did the one thing he couldn't do, and that's why they lose the game. I don't want to take away from New England's defense as well. So full stop, that wasn't cool of me, and that was wrong of me. Different way for me to communicate that.
The clip centers around a heated discussion involving Dan Orlovsky and Pat McAfee that highlights how quarterback criticism is handled in sports media, especially during the playoffs. Orlovsky initially sparked backlash after claiming that Houston would have won their playoff game with nearly any other quarterback, placing heavy blame on CJ Stroud for key mistakes like turnovers that directly led to points for the opposing team. While his argument focused on self-inflicted wounds and decision-making, many fans felt the comment crossed the line from analysis into disrespect. The situation escalated because Orlovsky has often defended Josh Allen in similar losses, which led fans, particularly in Baltimore, to accuse him of showing favoritism while being more critical of Lamar Jackson and Stroud. On the Pat McAfee show, McAfee challenged Orlovsky on this perceived double standard, pointing out that officiating complaints seemed to dominate the conversation when Buffalo lost.